Greetings and thanks for joining me. My name is Mike Broadbeck. Today I will show you how to assemble this 9641 phone with the items that you see in front of you. So for the purposes of our UCAS eval program, you'll need to source these items from the case that has all of the equipment in it. And I'll go over what we're seeing in frame here. So we have a 9641 phone. We have the base for the phone. We have a Ethernet cable, just a regular old patch cord. We have a handset. We have our power injector. We have our power injector cable to feed the phone. And then we have just the power cable to feed the power injector. Okay, so first we'll start by connecting the base, but before we even do that, because the base will get in the way of your view here when I try to show you how to plug this in just a moment. There are 3 ports that look very similar. So the first one is the one that we're going to use. That's the network port, and that will connect us to the correct port here on this injector. Again, I'll go over that in a second. This next one is for your PC, and the third one is for an external expansion module. We're not worried about that for our purposes today. But the second port here, the PC port, if you want to use that to connect your PC or your laptop or what have you, if we're taking your only network connection away from your desk or your home office, feel free to do so. So the cable that you plug into here, the same network will be available here with the configuration that these phones have on them now. So no worries if you only have one run from your network. Okay, so we'll get to it. So attaching the base is straightforward. You have 2 slots right here, and then 2 corresponding pegs to fit into those slots on the base. So it just takes a small amount of pressure to get those to clip in. And I'll tell you, even more pressure to get this base off. So when it comes time for teardown, when you're ready to move this phone or put it back in the case, just really make sure you got a strong grip when you go to take this base off. You're not going to really break anything. It just doesn't like to let go of the base because it's a phone and it's not supposed to. So just make sure you got a real good grip on it when you take that base off. So there's 2 ways to orient this base. The up position and the down position, that is just going to control the pitch on the phone, which is going to affect your view of the screen. So when it's in the up orientation, you'll see that the pitch of the phone is pretty steep. So if you've got a low desk and you need to be able to see the screen, the steep pitch is going to help you with that. If you have maybe a standing desk or a desk that is just a little higher, move this back to the other position, and now you'll notice that the pitch is less extreme. And then to move that back and forth, there's just a clip that catches this base. That clip is right here. You'll hear it snap when I push it down. You can release that clip, move the base up, and then change angles. I prefer this angle myself because I'm a little bit taller and my desk is not as high as maybe some other folks. So now that we have this connected, I'll show you how to actually connect network and power. So first, let's talk about the ports on this power injector. So you see there's 2 network ports. Okay, so just 2 patch cable ports. You have this one. This is your network. This is what you're actually going to connect your office network or home network to. And the port on the right, you'll connect your phone to. Easy to remember. One is a picture of a network, or the hieroglyph for that. And the other picture is just a picture of an old-fashioned looking phone. So this is my network in my office that goes off screen here. I can plug that in here. And then this cable, this black cable that's got, it's easy to find because it's got this bead on the end of it. And there's only one of these beads, so only one end has it. And what you want to do is use that bead on this side. And basically all this thing does is it's a dampener. So if you got extra kind of power bleed maybe on your network cable or anything that's going to produce noise, this is going to cancel it out. Okay, or absorb it, or however you want to think of that. So take the other end of this black cable, turn the phone over again, and that goes right here into this first port. Okay, and that is as simple as that. So now we are supplying via this one cable power and network to the phone, and now we need to supply power to the power injector. So we've got network connected to the power injector, we've got network and power connected to the phone, and now we just add power. And don't be concerned, it takes roughly 5 seconds for this to actually show that it has power and start booting. So as you notice, the screen just turned on. It's going to start booting and going through its power on cycle. And while it's doing that, we can connect the handset, which is really easy. Just to orient this, the kind of vertical pattern here is goes towards your ear, and the horizontal goes to your mouth. Okay, and the port is on the mouth side, and there's a clip that corresponds. You can see in there. Just snap it in, just like any old telephone. Nothing too special there. And that's really it. So the phone has to go through its power on cycle. It'll power up, it'll connect, and it'll either log in on its own or you'll log in, but we'll get into that in videos here to come. So I hope that was descriptive enough. And have a great day, and thanks for joining me.